Welcome to the show, everyone. As you all know, I made it possible for us to all talk to everyone about what we do on my show, and we're doing it right through the radio to everybody out there. I'm going to go in with my first two guests because it's so important. Their subject that we talk about, a lot of us deal with, both men and women. I have with me Tina French and Bettina Ferrara, and they are the owners of V Juv. Welcome to the show. You have to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do, a little bit about your med spa. But Tina, you have a story, right? You have a story too, Bettina, and it's Tina and Bettina. But Tina, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about your story, what happened to you, because a lot of us are peeing in our pants a lot more than we've you know, who wants to do it in the first place? I was going to say a lot more than we like to, but who likes to in the first place? Go ahead.
That's true. None of us like to, you know, be embarrassed by, you know, wetting your pants. We thought that was behind us, and you know, how it became in front of us again is, you know, all a mystery. But I had a health issue that caused complete incontinence for me. I had a cyst that was about 6.5 pounds.
Huge.
Huge. We call it the alien. We lovingly call it the alien. And it was on top of my uterus, and it pushed everything down, and so I would have been like full-time diapers. So it was devastating. I own my own business. I do commercial property inspections, and I no longer could go to work because I can't walk with a group of people and pee my pants. And so
neither can I.
No. And so even though they removed the, as we call it, the alien, as they removed the cyst, nothing bounced back. I was 55 years old, and you know, that's why nobody's pregnant at that age, because nothing springs back like it used to when you were 20 and 30. So I found the Emsella chair because all the other options were, in my eyes, barbaric. You know, the bladder sling, Botox shots, drugs that are linked to Alzheimer's, and so the BTL Emsella chair is highly focused electromagnetic energy. You sit on it fully clothed, and it does strengthens your pelvic muscles. So it's contracting your muscles 500 times stronger than a person can do a Kegel, and it works for men and women too. And so I found the chair. I bought the chair. We're not selling the chair. We're selling sessions on the chair. But I bought the chair because no one had it at the time, and I was completely cured. So we started V Juv so that no one else had to be as embarrassed as I was, and you could get your life back.
Oh gosh, you know, thank you for that. And Bettina, you also today wanted to really get out some key points for people out there. Number one, I want to talk about, first of all, your spa. When we call it a spa, where people can get all sorts of different modalities through you, yes, to you know, obviously with their PP problems, with, yes, they might be losing hair. There's all sorts of different things that you offer, but we're going to be focusing on this Emsella chair because it's unbelievable how fantastic it works. And what you wanted to get out today was how easy it is, number one, how transparent you are with this, and how, as two people who really just want to help, you're on a mission.
That's correct.
Yes.
We are on a mission. Incontinence is something that nobody wants, and unfortunately as we get older it strikes both men and women. And you go to a Walmart and you'll see on the aisles, you know, an entire aisle filled with adult diapers and pads. I mean, who wants that? It doesn't go well with our swimsuits here in Arizona either, you know, so nobody wants that. So I met Tina, and I am just so overwhelmed with how my life has changed because of the fact of the simple thing of the Emsella chair. And I wanted to really let people know out there, Carol, your listeners, that the chair, it doesn't, all you do is sit on the chair. It doesn't hurt. When we say that it gives electromagnetic therapy, it does, but you don't really feel like much is going on. You come to our office, you sit in the chair for a 28-minute session, and you can read your book, you can take a nap, you can return emails, you can answer phone calls, you can do all your normal activities. When you leave our office after that 28-minute session, there's absolutely no downtime. You're going to go right back to picking up whatever you left off when you walked in our office. And one of the things I really like myself about Tina is this was an embarrassing situation for me. My problem was that I was actually out with some girlfriends, and we were at a dinner, and we all started talking about silly things and started laughing it up, and I noticed that I had to go to the restroom immediately because I had, unfortunately, had a little dribble. And it was because of the laughing, because like Tina said, as we get older, our pelvic floor isn't quite as strong.
It just takes one laugh and a little sneeze and you're done.
Exactly.
And it's not fun. It feels gross and you have to sit there.
Yeah, it's not fun at all. And I wasn't willing to, buy pads, and I'm done with those days, so I didn't want to go back to that.
Right, I hear you.
So,
I got a hysterectomy for
yeah,
that.
right, exactly. So I had a friend that told me about Tina and the fact that she had this chair. And honestly, hearing about a chair, especially here on the radio or on the telephone, I was like, what is she talking about? This sounds so odd. And it's not until you actually come and sit on the chair that you yourself can see what we're talking about here. And that's why Tina and I got involved and started working with Tina, because I believe in what she's doing so much. And I just really want to help other people with my problem. You get into a room full of people, and I guarantee you, in our age, which is 40s and 50s and 60s, you're not going to 70s. You're not going to find anybody that doesn't have this problem. It's very out there.
It's
and
prevalent.
Very prevalent, and people just don't want to talk about it. And to think you would just have some sessions on a chair, and this problem can be solved.
So you don't have to have the surgery.
No.
And that is what you're all about.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Number one, what I love about your website, of course, it has all the information on it, but how transparent you are about all of this. First of all, you're real people. Number one, you're totally real, real people. You had the problem, you knew other people had it. You talk about your sessions on the air here, and you are right straight out of how much it costs, because you're
Yes.
lower than anyone.
Yes.
You will not find anything like this anywhere else in terms of the cost of this.
Yes.
And it's worth it to come in. All they want you to do is sit on it for 28 minutes. And they offer this to everybody for free.
Correct.
Just to come in. They want you to have that first session so that you can feel what it's like and see what it's like. You don't have to change in any way, your clothes or nothing. You just sit down on it, and that's that session that you're going to get for free from them. Their phone number is 480-593-5400. Their website is stopthep.com. And I love that, because you know what? How many people out there that are listening to this right now can relate that we would love to be able to just stop it from happening? We all know what it's like, both men and women. So you can call them up. Their phone number, again, it's 480-593-5400. This is one treatment for you. And real quickly, before we go to a break, okay, talk about the prices, because they're incredible. Would you rather spend $5,000 or more, let's say, for session somewhere else, or would you like to have surgery, be downtime, and spend thousands of dollars of that, or not?
Exactly. Our prices are ridiculously low, and the reason that we're able to do that is it's just Tina and I. When you come into our office, one of us is going to be the person that puts you on the chair. One of us is going to be the person that answers your phone calls when you call. One of us is going to be the person that returns your phone calls when you call. So it's always just the two of us. So our overhead is so low, Carol, that we can offer a ridiculously low price on this chair. And if you look around to other offices that have it, you will see what I mean. We offer 6 treatments for $1,800. 6 treatments get you muscle memory. We recommend that.
6 treatments is 1,000.
Oh, excuse me.
30 treatments.
Oh, see?
1,800.
Wow, I was even less than I said.
Wait, well, what is it?
Pardon me. 6 treatments are $1,000, and honestly, within a couple treatments, you're going to notice a huge difference. And basically, we hope to cure you in 6. We also offer 30 treatments if you need them at $1,800. But honestly, most people feel within 1 or 2 treatments can certainly get some relief.
Right, I'm here. 6 treatments for $1,000. That's 28 minutes per treatment, right?
Correct.
And you're not going to find that anywhere else. This is FDA approved. I also want you all to realize that it's FDA approved, and it's so simple to do. And all you have to do is call them, leave a message, and tell them what's going on with you. They'll call, they'll talk to you. Everything's very discreet with them. They're totally transparent on their prices, on what they do. 6 treatments for $1,000. It's unheard of. Call them, leave a message. It's 480-593-5400. Whoopsie.
I know, I say it all the time too. What the heck happened there? I got going.
I got it now written down now.
Yes.
And,
6 treatments are $1,000.
How
30
many-
for 1,800.
You say that they can start with 6 and upgrade if they need to.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's very good.
You can still kind of talk a little bit because we're live here. If you would please for me, like kind of talk about why. And you said that the reason why that you are is because you really have no overhead.
We don't. We have a very small office, and like I said, it's just Tina and I. So
Right.
when you come to our office, it's very private. We actually don't ask anybody what their problem is on the phone, or you just come in and sit on the chair.
Okay.
We don't even discuss it because we don't want. You never know. People
Yeah.
want to keep things to themselves and be private, and that's
I don't want
totally
to talk about it.
yeah. We want to talk about it now because we want people to know there's
We're
a
talking
cure.
about it-
Yeah.
we're talking about
you know.
next, it's in the past.
Correct.
We're not talking about what's actually happening.
Yeah. Oh, I just peed my pants.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that. So yeah, no, we really believe in what we're doing here, and that's I think for me, when Tina asked me to help her out with some of the stuff because she was doing it on her own, I just didn't even question doing it because I believe in what she's doing so much that it helps so many people. I think it's important. I mean, who wants to wear a diaper or pads? No, thank you.
Nobody. But we do it all the time because we don't know that we don't know what we don't know. We
Right.
don't know that there's an opportunity
No, we
to
don't know
possibly do something different.
Right, and seriously, swimwear. Think about that. So I mean, if you
And it's becoming that time right
oh
now.
yeah,
Let's say
you
right
can't wear a
now.
pad with your
Well,
swimwear.
you can't leak in the summer without smelling.
Yeah, that's also disgusting.
You
So I'm
know,
glad
I
that we
mean, in
can
the heat.
help people. But the thing is, people, it's such that's what I was trying to say, is that it's such an unusual thing. It's hard to explain on the radio or on a telephone. That's why we really encourage people to just come in. It's just, let us know that you want to come in and try it. We'll put you on it. You'll see exactly what we're talking about. And you decide if it works
Now
for you.
I'm doing it straight to you right now, like we did last time. I'm not doing anything here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And so, and what it looks like, I'm going to sit down and say what it looks like when they come into the to the spa about what happens.
Mhm.
FDA approved, ridiculous other prices because you've covered almost all of what you wanted to. Okay.
Good. That's why I was talking so fast.
I just want to see something here. I'll get him.
You can reiterate what you said. You can
Thank you.
reiterate the
I'm sorry, I can't hear
you
what.
can reiterate the fact that it's 6 treatments for 1,000. If you require more, we offer it. But really, a lot of people don't need them. The extra ones.
Welcome back, everyone. If you deal with pee-pee problems, this is what I love about the show. It's information for people out there. And what you're hearing here, maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know. You tell them about this. And I love the show for the information about all of that, what people get here. And I think in 13 or 14 years, if I've spoken about it twice, because a lot of people don't like to talk about this kind of thing.
Sure.
But what I think is wonderful about you two, is what is wonderful about you two is that you're so transparent about it, but more than anything, is that you do want to talk about it, that you want to say that there is a relief for people out there who may not even know about it. Go ahead.
Well, and the reason that you don't talk about it when it's happening is it's embarrassing, but once you're cured, then you don't care. So we're talking about it because we're cured.
Right.
So it's no longer embarrassing, and so we just want everybody to be able to find out that there is, help out there, and that you don't have to be reduced to wearing panty liners and diapers and being worried.
Or taking medication when you don't even have to, or having surgery. Who wants to have Botox in that area? I mean, seriously, just the thought of that is pretty scary.
Well, why would you want to paralyze your fun zone? And the Emcella will actually strengthen all of your muscles, men and women, and they both get stronger orgasms and more control. So how about that for a side effect instead of dry mouth and dizziness?
So here's the thing. They want you to call them direct, and they can talk to you a little bit about this, and they want you to try it. That's why they're offering for everyone to get it. For if they one treatment, it's 28 minutes that you sit on it, fully closed. Again, we want you to know that this is FDA approved and that they are the lowest prices that you can possibly get anywhere. They know it for a fact because they only have 2 people. It's just the 2 of them. They don't have that overhead that other people have. You can check them out on their website. It is stopthep.com. You can call them direct. It's 480-593-5400. You're located at 68th Street and Thomas,
Yes.
and in Scottsdale. And I am sure that when you get people that call, they're coming in droves because they want it. They want help. They don't. Right.
Right. Everybody, wants to stop peeing. They just don't know that there's any options that aren't horrible. And this is just, it's wonderful. It's been around for 3 years now. It's been FDA approved for women 3 years. 1 year for men. They added a second protocol for the men, which not only helps strengthen their pelvic floor and their prostate and everything, but it also helps to get it up and keep it up. And so it's just fantastic because,
people want to stay on it longer because of that.
That's right.
Now, we were talking at the break a little bit about your prices, and we want to talk about that, okay? 6 treatments, which you said most people see relief within 4. They start seeing that relief. They start to see it.
You need 6 treatments to create muscle memory.
Okay.
So everybody has to do 6.
Okay.
And that creates muscle memory. And then depending on, all of your different factors, issue, how long you've had the problem, age, all of that. Some people require more. My problem was so severe, I was about 12 treatments. And then I do it about it once every 2 months to keep it, it's like the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so we offer 6 treatments for $1,000. We offer 30 treatments within a year for $1,800. And you can start with the 6 and just upgrade for the additional $800 if you decide, that you would like to do more or need to do more.
Right.
So it's not like you're locked into a decision right up front or whatever.
Where could you change your life for that little amount of money?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's another one. That's a great one right there to say, because these things we all know that we're dealing with it. And we also know that it's both men and women. Right? We also know that, yes, we think of it as older people, but it's not. It's not. A lot of women that have had their children, especially if you've had more than one, it doesn't matter how old you are, those things just start to happen, and it's uncomfortable. We also talked about the summertime. The summertime is right upon us, and people in bathing suits. Do you want to have to wear a pad? Really not. Yeah. Do you want what it's going to be like when it's already hot and sticky and smelly, and you want to add to that? Not really.
No, you don't. And it's also for exercise as well. I mean, if you're a person that likes to do any sort, even walking, any sort of, physical activity, this can change your life, and you will no longer have to worry about having a wetness, in your underwear, because the chair is it's such an easy way to fix the problem. That's why we're just out here trying to tell people about it, because we want to help people. We really do.
And I think that was the message that you wanted to get out there more than anything, is come and try the chair. Everybody gets a 28-minute session for free. They want you to experience it, because once you experience it, you're going to love it. And it doesn't hurt. Tell us what it feels like a little bit.
It doesn't hurt at all. You just simply sit on the chair, and like I said earlier, you can do whatever you want while you're on the chair. There's no downtime. When you leave, you go right back to doing whatever you were doing. The chair itself is delivering electromagnetic therapy, and it's basically what it feels like. That's why we want people to come in and try it, because it's so hard to explain on the radio or
but
the
if
phone.
you consider what a Kegel is
right,
what
right.
They
but
tell you
not,
to do it.
Right. So
right.
How hard is those to do? Nobody
Right.
even thinks it's hard to think about
so
doing
you
them all
feel
the
the
time.
contractions when you're on the chair, but they don't hurt.
Right. It's not
You
painful.
can tell that it's doing exercises for you. You can tell that it's strong exercises for you, but it doesn't hurt at all.
And you were
Right.
one of the first people, you said.
I was the first. That's why I have it, actually, is because I was the first one in the state of Arizona, and I would have had to take off work, fly out of town, and do it at somebody else's office. And honestly, when I found it and found out that it worked, and I actually flew to San Francisco to try it, I decided that, to me, this was the new cell phone, because who doesn't want to make that better? You know, and who doesn't want, you know, better sex and stronger orgasms and, you know, just more overall fitness and control and more confidence.
Right.
You
and
know?
feeling better about yourself.
Feeling better about
and not
yourself.
having to wear any sort of protection whatsoever. Right. We all know what that's like. First of all, you save money right there.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Is it does save money. When you
Absolutely.
think about it, they've made it so affordable. Think of this. 6 treatments is $1,000. If you need more, you can upgrade if you need. For another $800, you get, how many? Is it 30?
30. You get 30.
That's a lot of treatments.
Yes.
And again, everybody's different. You got to do 6 to try to make sure that that's kind of going to give you that muscle memory that they were talking about. For $1,000 to change your life, but not only change your life, you are going to save money because you aren't going to have to buy all that stuff anymore and have it around and be embarrassed when you go to the market to buy it and all that kind of stuff. It is awful. So they want you to call them direct at 480-593-5400. You're getting one treatment. Everyone is getting it. They want you to try it, and it's a 28-minute segment. I said segment. Session. See, I have trouble too sometimes.
Thanks. Just all you do is sit in the chair for 28 minutes. It's so simple.
And that's it. And they want everybody to try it, and they would love for you to make it you feel better, because that's what they said. They said, Carol, we really care. We have ridiculously low prices because we want to hit everybody out there. We want lines out the door for people to be waiting to come in.
Well, and that's why we offer the 30 is we want to make sure that you're not chasing getting better, that you know that however many it takes, you're going to be cured and be better.
Right, and yet the way that you do it is, again, it's your choice as to what you do. You're not saying to everybody, listen, you've got to do this. No, you want them to try it. First thing is come in and sit on the chair for 28 minutes and give it a shot, and if you like what you feels like, and most people do, then you go with the 6 treatment, for sure, that's $1,000. For 30, it's $800 more. I mean, it's amazing. Your prices are fantastic. You got to check them out on their website. It's stopthep.com, and remember, this is for both men and women, and not just us old folks. It's for everyone that's dealing with the problem. 480-593-5400. Call them. They do free consultations. They want to talk to you and see how they can help. What are your final words for today? What do we want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to talk about the fact that you really need to just come try the chair. It's just a life changer, and I really hope that we're reaching people that have this problem, because it's more than just, you know, the money that's involved. It's also psychological. You know, it's something that nobody wants to deal with, and we want our lives to be filled with happiness. So we want to share that with you.
Well, nothing steals the pretty more than peeing on yourself.
That's true.
I love Tina. Tina loves to say it like it is, and she really does. Here's what I'm going to say. First of all, it's FDA approved. This is the biggest thing. It's safe and it's effective, so you're not dealing with any kind of surgery in any way, no drugs in any way. So is it worth it to try it? Absolutely. Again, you're fully clothed. There's no downtime. So the chair does all the work, and also the people that try it love it. That changed her life. You're not going to be connected to the bathroom. You are going to be able to have that freedom that you want. You're going to save money on all of the different stuff that you buy that you have to buy already. Again, 6 treatments for $1,000. Call them and have that treatment. It's one 28-minute session, and it's 480-593-5400. Stopthep.com.
Very good.